Hi, I'm Kev, also known as Edge Barbecue on Instagram. Welcome to my everyday cook show, part of the Friendly Fire Collective. I'm going to show you some ideas of things that I cook for my family all the time. Some quick dinners and also some ideas to get your low and slow fix without having to stay up all night cooking a brisket or doing the 3-2-1 method on ribs because it takes too long. So I'm going to show you how I do them hot and fast and feed your family every day. In this video we're going to make beef cheek nachos. So what we're going to do, got some lovely beef cheeks here, we're going to trim them up, get them rid of all the sinew and fat. We're going to smoke them for probably 2 to 3 hours, then give them a braise till they're super tender, fall apart in the hand. And we're going to have some, put on some nachos with a grilled pineapple salsa. It's going to be pineapple, coriander, red onion, red pepper, chilli. Yeah, looking forward to this. It should be really good. So what we're going to do, we're going to prep our beef cheeks first. We're going to take off some of these hard bits of fat and sinew. We've got our barbecue lit, Ovo Kamado, ceramic barbecue, fantastic this kind of cook. Then we sit in there at 150 degrees roughly for 3 to 4 hours. So let's get these prepped and get some rub on them.
So why don't you want to use that fat? Won't it render down?
This won't, no. No, this stuff won't render down. I'll show you, it's pretty, well, there's a load of silver skin there that I want to get off, and this is just, it's hard, it's gristly, you don't want to eat that. Do not want to eat that at all. So these beef cheeks are from Village Butchers. Beef cheeks can be tricky to find. I have seen them in some supermarkets, but they're not your everyday cut of meat. The other thing with the beef cheeks, the reason why I'm taking the fat off, is there's a lot of collagen, intermuscular fat within the meat. That will all break down, so you don't need a big fat cap left on there. It's just going to be horrible otherwise. So this is what I've trimmed off the beef cheeks. You see there's a good handful there. It's not good for eating, and chuck that straight in the bin. I don't want to eat it, horrible. So what we're going to do now is apply some rub to our beef cheeks, give them a bit of flavour. I'm using 2 from Angus and Oink, my good friends over there up in Scotland. We're using Texas steak, which is a salt, pepper and garlic, and I use a little bit of umami, which is more of a sort of a beef flavour enhancer. The Texas steak is it's a much coarser rub than the umami is, so hopefully that should give us a better bark than just using umami on its own, and just give a bit of a flavour combo by using 2. So let's get that done. I'm not going to go massively heavy on the rub because they're not the biggest bits of meat, these cheeks. So I don't want to just make it a massive ball of salt. There we go, lovely. Just got to put them in the smoker now. So we've put our beef cheeks into our Ovo Kamado, and they're going to smoke over cherry wood and a little bit of oak for 2 to 3 hours. Now you could smoke them low and slow at 110, 120 degrees, and it'll probably take 3 to 4 hours. I'm going a bit hotter and faster. These are everyday cooks that I do for my family. I haven't got time to be smoking stuff all day. So this will take probably about 2 hours, 3 at the most, and then we'll put them into a beer braise to make them all nice and tender. I haven't even put the temperature probe into the beef cheeks yet, because I'm not overly worried about the temperature at this stage. All I want to do is get a nice bark, develop a nice colour on the cheeks themselves, and then once I put them into the beer float, then I'll put the probe in and see what temperature they're at. Probably about 60, 65, but as I said, I'm not so worried about that now. I'm just looking for bark and colour. Now we're going to make our grilled pineapple salsa. We're going to cut this pineapple into some rings, and we're going to give that just give it a little hot grill to get some char on it. Chop up some coriander, a red onion, red pepper, some chilies, and we'll put some lime juice over the top. We'll leave that to sit for a couple of hours so the flavours can all come together and develop nicely. So we've chopped up all of our salsa ingredients. We've got red chilli, green chilli, red onion, red pepper, lime juice, and we've got some pineapple rings here that we're just going to grill, get a bit of char on those. Then we'll take out the centres after, chop them up, put them in the salsa, and they go on our nachos later on. So now I'm going to put in the temperature probe so I can keep an eye on the beef cheeks using the thermal signals. So I haven't got to keep checking it with a thermopen, and that will tell me when they're ready. So with the beef cheeks, we're going to take these to around 95 to 100 degrees Celsius until they're fall apart tender. So these beef cheeks are now at an internal temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. Don't need a knife, these should just fall apart in our hands. Let's give it a go. So pulled our beef cheek down. What we're going to do now is put this back into the Ovo, let the sauce thicken up a little bit so it's all nice and gloopy and unctuous. Okay, so our beef cheeks are now totally ready to go. What we're going to do, put our nachos into a pan, pop some cheese on, sit them back in the barbecue for 5–10 minutes, let the cheese melt, and then we're going to be eating some nachos. To have a little recap, we cut the sinew off of the beef cheeks. We rubbed them with Texas steak and umami from Angus and Oink. We put them into the Ovo Kamado at 150 degrees Celsius for about 2–2.5 hours. Give it a nice bit of smoke until the bark had set. When they came up to about 70 degrees, we put them into a stout braise, covered tightly in tin foil, and we let them carry on cooking for another couple of hours until they come up to around 100 degrees C and literally fell apart in my hand. With the pineapple salsa, we grilled some pineapple, chopped it up with some red onion, some red pepper, some green chilli, some coriander, sprinkled that on top, salted nachos, some cheese, melted that down, and here we are, some lovely beef cheek nachos. So all that's left to do now is try it. Off to you, sir.
Oh, well.
Good?
That is amazing. This is excellent. You should definitely make this.
Yeah, happy with that. Think the salsa works, or?
Oh, what? Those beef cheeks though, where they fall apart.
Make sure you check out our other shows. Phil's Game Changer is literally a game changer. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification button down below. Plenty more videos coming on this channel. See you on the next one.